Look at that. That's full throttle. Now, if I start wiggling my tires, you know what? I'm going to make my way out of there. Look at that. Oh, so sexy. Upgrades, upgrades, upgrades. What do you do with your 124 scale? Well, everybody does it slightly different. And recently I've been working on this one off camera, away from any, eyes of my competition. But now they get to have a little look-see. Now, this is crazy, but I actually went for a smaller tire. You can see that I have that inside differential brass weight. That's the diff cover. I also have the inside steering spindles, which are copper, or pardon me, brass as well. Those are made from Hot Racing. People are asking me about my shocks. Those are also Hot Racing shocks. They are adjustable preload as well. And you can see that they actually have quite a bit of suspension travel right there. People were saying, oh, it looks like, in my recent videos, it looks like you've taken all the suspension flex out. And it's actually not true. I've actually weighted down this truck quite a bit, or Jeep, I should say. Look at this, 2 wheel weights on top of the servo. On that, so it helps with the crawlability. What I did was I also raised up this part just 1 notch so I could have that complete movement in that area, right? So it doesn't butt up against the top of the hood, because I did have to cut the grill a little bit. When I flipped the brackets upside down, you can see here, this is the bracket right here. I undid it from the frame, I flipped it upside down, and then I took off the bumper and I reattached it. Now it's, instead of being down here, it's up here. Shout out to RC Athletes for that beautiful one. Now it looks rather messy on the inside, but you'll see what's going on is I actually switched over to a Spectrum brand receiver that velcros to the top. That tape is for my antenna, so it's always at the top. Plus I also switched over to a Tekin, a BXR ESC, simply so I could have more control over the motor. Now you guys are like, oh, look at all the mess of wires in there, but that's okay. Everything is actually not a mess. It's very good in there. A giant 850 battery, milliamp 2S. I took the battery tray out. I moved the battery as low as the motor. Check it out. The motor itself comes with a sticker on it that says caution, hot. Now I want you to know, once you've learned that yes, the motor gets hot, take that wrapper off. It's part of what makes the motor hot, ironically. Now, when you're doing all this new power and all these neat things, you would want to put big giant tires on your vehicle, and I would say to anybody, you build the vehicle the way you want. These are not the ultimate mud tires, but I really do love the wide stance of them. These are not the stock ones. These actually came off of my RC four-wheel drive Bronco, and these tires give me a slightly wider stance, give me more grip on the rock, and I think enough chit chat. Let's get on the course and entertain you right now. Okay, all lined up at the starting gate. We'll have a quick rip to see how these upgrades perform today. Away from the gate. No clock today. Just a performance run. Let's see, back it up a bit and upsy daisy. Beautiful, you can see the suspension articulating nicely. I don't like being able to articulate 90 degrees with a trail truck. I've explained it many times over the years, but having too much articulation for me, I find likes to shift the weight a little bit unpredictably sometimes. I like to limit the articulation, but definitely you got to have some flex in your suspension. Like that. That for me is absolutely perfect. I've got lots of compression on that one shock. You can see not much of a shock shaft left, and then full on extension on the other one. Look at this one, full droop in the back, and then a nice compression on this side. Beautiful. That's what I like to see. And bringing it in through the gate number 1, past gate 1. Different angle from down on the side. Watch this. With this side angle, you can see this is why it's important to have weight at the bottom of your vehicle. I love that. It just looks so good. And then down past Castle Grayskull. Listen to how quiet it is. And then because of the bumper raise, lots of area to move. The frame twister. back up a little bit here. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta power through these things. Hopefully I don't hit a gate. Yeah, gate free. Got through without any issues. Oh, now I'm stuck though. What's hanging me up? Big rock in the front. That's okay. A little bit of power. Going through the hoodoos. Formations. Good. Slaloming. And then up through gate number 3. The whole goal for me, even though I'm practicing, is still never to touch those gates. Those are slippery. Yeah! Okay, good. That's okay. I can handle that. That's not a big deal. Can we get through the gate without touching it? I can. And then down the other side. It's a very steep fall, but yes, the Jeep is the longer of the axial lineup. Makes it so much easier. Because it is much longer, it is able to go down steeper inclines and also able to climb a lot easier because of the length. Come on now. I'll come in like this, kind of do a little S turn, and then get my tires up on the seesaw. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, upsy daisy like that. Look at how steep it is. And then just kind of one hand it the whole way. And then down to the other side where the gates are. Don't hit the gate, get through. Here is another beautiful shot of that suspension working. A limit of suspension on that articulation. Oh, 5 is like almost impossible. The gate is so tight together. That is okay. Look, it's just a rock that bumped it on the bottom. And I made it through. Oh, not quite. Not quite. Oh, yeah, made it. Good. Then through the tunnel. Through the tunnel, up and around. Got a big tire in the way. This means I'm going to eat a gate for sure. Oh, yeah. With my back tire, I hit 6. Where is 7? Oh, dang. 7 is all the way down to the new tip table I put in. Look at this little thing. It's just a little shelf on a vertical rock. Very difficult. Yeah, that's the best. Now that you're mounted up on the tripod, I'm going to have to go up the rock on the side and then just get one tire up on the tip table like that. Then turn my tire and back up without touching the gate and kind of Austin Powers myself there. Now that I'm here, look at this though. This could go either way because I've designed this to make it slide you off into gate number 7. But if you hit it with a little bit of speed, you might be able to get onto the tip table like this. I hope this works. No, fail. That's exactly what it's supposed to do. Round 2. Hey man, I don't make my courses easy on purpose. What's the point of making a course you can do every time? Makes the wins less legitimate, in my opinion. Oh, shit, I did it again. Ah! Oh. Like I tell my son, practice, practice, practice makes perfect, man. You got to figure out the secrets. There's no way I'm doomed. Oh, yeah, fail. Besides, I don't know. If you guys are even watching right now at this point in the video, please comment below. Let me know if you enjoy watching me fail as much as you do winning. Because I could just post all the wins. Oh, fail. I think fails are entertaining and realistic. New angle. Get that tire up there. Oh, yeah, of course. Damn it. It's always when I freaking change the camera. There it is. And then as you drive across to the rock on the other side, it should tip. Oh, it did not. Only with it moved. That's okay. That might be why it was more difficult to get up there. Excuses, I tell you, excuses. Sand rails. Sand ladder, I mean. There we go. And then down through into 8. Yes, and down through to 9. Come on! So I got 2 flags, many flags. My score would have sucked already. Oh, in the mud. People like mud. Do you want me to go back and forth through the mud a few times in these tires? Maybe we should just do this like a fun way, like this. Just say frig it. You go, hey, let's get muddy. Let's go slow. Let's see if we can get it in there. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I like that already. Oh, look at how easy. My mud is like difficult to make goopy, but there we go. Come on. I'm just taking it nice and slow. Getting a little bit of wheel spin in the mud. Gonna have to take the wheels off and then give them some oil again. I always do. I always take my wheels off in oil after any kind of water or mud or anything like that, guys. That's not full throttle, don't worry. I love seeing that kind of stuff. Look at that back tire, just so choice. Yeah. Well, because we're putting on a show, we're definitely going to go back through there. You guys lasted with me that long. We should see some sort of mud in here. Now I took that jacket off of the motor, which will help keep it cooler. Yeah. The winter can take my outside mud away, but they can't take my inside mud away. So nice. What do you mean all he does is just go back and forth in the mud all day? Yep. I know, I need to make my mud pit bigger. I certainly will. As the winter progresses, I'm going to make this whole track bigger is my plan. But I wanted to see if any of my friends would like it just the way it was, and they certainly have. Woohoo! Drop a like click if you guys love mud right now, guys. Do you want me to make a bigger mud pit? Oh yeah. That is working that little motor. Come on, buddy. How about if I back up? Oh yeah. Look at that. It is stuck now. That's gooey mud. Let's try to get out of here. Nothing. You know what? Let's get a tow rope and tow this guy out. With all them fancy upgrades, he gone and got and get himself stuck again. Can't be very good if he got himself stuck. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. The power of the Kyosho Mini. Again, special shout out to Lyle for leaving these tow ropes behind because I would have been frigged there. There was no way I was getting out on my own. Look at that, the Kyosho Mini 4x4 again in a tight spot, even with tiny tires, saves the day. Got to give it up for the Toyota as well as the Jeep, putting on a good show for everyone to watch. Alright guys, hopefully you've enjoyed the show today. I've got a lot of work to go and clean all the mud off of this, but it's worth it if you're entertained. I know I am entertained. Hopefully you're inspired. Maybe you want to try out something like this. You don't need a big elaborate setup like this. You can be crawling on your desk. You could be crawling on some pillows, or you could be crawling on the countertops. You know, get whatever you want to do. Get the truck you want. Get some fun and have some fun. That's why you're on this planet. We'll see you in the next episode. In fact, here's one you can watch right now.